Hello, baby gangsters. This is Calvin, also known as Robert. This is the 100 Line Last Defense Academy 2. I have no idea what's going to happen here, so I thought it'd be best if we all start the game together once again. We'll press continue, which would be the most recent save file we saved, which was the end of the first part of the game. I have no idea what to expect now. No idea. Somewhere far away, someone is calling for me. Karawa? Not her. That's... We're starting with this? Of course, is it her after all? Sorry, of course, or is it her after all? She's the same but different, so it is like technically Karawa, technically Nozomi for what we know from that scene, right? That's right, I promised. I made her a promise, and this time I'm going to keep it. I have to keep my promise. There's no way I'm going to break it this time. I'll start this war all over again, if that's what it takes. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine, like, that's how, like, much he adores Karawa? And that's a lot, like, honestly, that's the bar. That's the bar. If you're looking at your loved ones, by the way, that's the freaking bar. You know, I'll start a war all over again if this is what it takes, you know what I mean? That's the bar. And I'll fight. I have to fight. Fight. So we saw... Whoa. Wait. I jolted upright in the bed, throwing off the covers in a panic. My whole body was drenched in sweat and my heart was racing like I just woken up from a nightmare. What's happening?
Was it just a dream?
What? I couldn't remember exactly what kind of dream it had been, but it left a mark on me all the same. My throat was hoarse and had been yelling over and over again. And my heart was pounding, not with fear or panic, but something closer to a burning resolve. What happened? Why can't I remember? Well, we can't remember anything? Whatever it is, I'm wide awake now. It's not even close to morning yet. Maybe I'll step outside for some fresh air? Where's the days? I got out of bed and slowly made my way towards the door. Along the way, I happened to catch a glimpse of myself in the mirror. What the hell? It's me. In spite of everything, I'm still me, right? Wait, this is like a scene from the start from earlier on in the game, right? It's the same face I see in the mirror every morning, but somehow something about it seems wrong. I don't know how to describe it. It's like a reflection doesn't feel like me anymore. This was a scene from earlier on in the game.
Who are you?
Who are you?
I'm Takumi Sumino. Aren't I?
Takumi?
Ugh, what am I doing? This is stupid.
Sometimes you have to take a look at yourself, right? What is happening though? What the hell is happening? Oh my god. What are we witnessing? Wait, is it the Takumis from both timelines? Oh my god, what the hell? Wait, is he absorbing that version of Takumi into himself? This is such a strange scene. And he's remembering everything that happened. No way! So that's how they're gonna do it? Oh my god, seeing that again? Or was it my first time for this version? But technically again. Jesus Christ, it's engulfing the whole sky. What the hell just happened? Like, I can ascertain that it was an absorption of the Takumi version from the day 100, right? And then he absorbed all of his memories, all of his feelings. So I wonder if that's how you go back in time in this sense. Like, you kind of absorb with the other Takumi. But he, like, engulfed the entire sky with, like, cryptoglobin or something.
Where am I?
This is so interesting. This is so freaking interesting.
Who am I?
Struggling to make sense of the images flooding into my mind, I staggered outside. But what day is it, though? Because this was, like, not day, like, 1. Everything was how I remembered it. The rooftop plain prefab huts that served as a rooms. Can I tell you how strange it is after everything that's happened? To see, like, these names lit up and see, and, like, it feels like we were just here yesterday, right? We were just here the other day. But now it feels so strange. And of course, the wall of undying flames surrounding the school. So yeah, that's kind of proof that we are in a different time now. Having lost them once before, seeing them again was almost comforting, encouraging even. That's so freaking interesting, right? The fact that this thing that once was this thing that held them in, this thing that could have burned them alive, and still is a thing that holds them in and burns them alive and from the inside, is now a symbol of hope. It's comforting. Because he knows now that he can change things that happened. It worked.
No doubt about it. It works.
Exactly. Exactly.
This is the past.
Holy hell. That's so interesting to look at the flames and be like, that's comforting. What a change, huh?
I did it. I've
Holy freaking hell.
traveled back in time.
Holy hell, this is so interesting. The fact slowly started to sink in. This was really happening.
This time I won't mess things up. I'll keep my promise. Nothing is going to stop me this time.
And there's the
I'll
freaking
protect
arc.
the ones I hold dear. And we'll all go to the satellite together. I won't let things play out the way they did before.
No, we won't. Is that the moon? Riding Q, I felt a presence behind me. His presence. So was this was the day that we noticed the mechanical moon and we tripped up and hit our head then? This was this day, I think. I could finally hear the strange boy's voice. The way I was now, he could communicate directly with the cryptoglobin in my blood.
You're wrong. It's not the moon. That's the artificial satellite humanity's survivors fled to.
But is that him talking to us as wait.
Huh?
No, wait. I thought he was talking to us as Takumi. I was like, this is a big reveal. What's so interesting, he is understanding that we're able to talk to him, right?
You wanted to see if I could understand you, right? Well,
Oh my god.
I can. Give it a try.
This is huge for the apparition.
You can really hear me?
Do you hear his voice as well? This must feel so good.
Yeah. My cryptoglobin is strong enough now. I used a little of your power to come here from the future.
Crazy. Because you know this is a huge deal for this apparition. But to tell them this as well, I wonder how they're gonna react.
My power. The future.
Oh my god. My mind is blown.
I know, it's a lot to take in. You don't have to believe me right away. But it's true. I absorbed your cryptoglobin and came back. To try again. To redo these 100 days. And make things better.
This is gonna be so insane. You're right, it's a lot, but I believe you. How crazy is we're just having a conversation with him now? The last time we were here, I think this has to be the day we tripped and hit our head, right? Or what? There was raining though, wasn't it? So maybe that's a different day. Yes, I think it's a different day. I don't know. Really, just like that? Saray keeps me informed about what's going on, but I know he's kept my existence secret from you, so it's probably much earlier actually than that day. I doubt you'd be this calm if it was really your first time seeing me. You're even able to talk to me in this form. That alone is enough for me to believe what you're saying is true. Thanks, that'll make things a lot easier. We're having a conversation. I can't. It also explains the irregularity. I sensed this a little while ago.
Huh?
An irregularity? I'm not sure how to explain it. I felt a kind of pulse, I suppose. Then my body got hot and feverish. It was like my cryptoglobin had suddenly been supercharged. If that's true, then I put my hand over my chest to feel my own heartbeat. That violent pulsing. It felt the same as before I left. I think I might have come back with all my powers intact. Is that the way to say that, like, we've come back with all our stats? It's not just your memories. Your cryptoglobin was carried over from your previous timeline? In that case, what I felt before was probably my cryptoglobin resonating with yours. Resonating? Yes, sensing a power equal to its own must have stimulated it. You're saying your powers got stronger just because I'm here? I'm only guessing, even if I don't know very much about how cryptoglobin works. But if it can send your consciousness back in time, I don't think it's out of the question for it to cause a reaction in other users. I mean, there's so much we don't know about cryptoglobin, right? Yeah, it's one of those things where we have to just kind of take everything as it goes, right? The flow of time is by nature one of the absolute truths of the world. Under normal circumstances, there's no way that flow can be reversed. Breaking that rule and warping time to your own ends is bound to have consequences. Something unexpected might happen in the world you return to. It may be unfathomable, have unfathomable effects on your cryptoglobin. Yeah, they did say this. They did say this before, I guess. You're probably right. In the future, you told me something similar. I did? Interesting. But assuming your arrival is what stimulated my cryptoglobin, I don't think I'm the only one to benefit from its effects. The other members of the Special Defense Unit should have felt it too. Almost like our powers are syncing up. Surveillance is stronger now too? That's unexpected, but I guess it's a good thing. We're all on the same side after all. But I still don't understand what you're doing here. I think it's probably one of the best choices they ever made, by the way, to have the apparition be the first person we talk to. Right? It was the last person we... not the last person we talked to. It was the person we talked about the time travel before we came here. And I feel like it's maybe easier to have the first person to explain this stuff to. It's probably easier for them to be the first person so they can actually maybe understand it a bit better, I guess. It must be important if you'd subject yourself to 100 days of war all over again, yeah. Just what happened in the future you come from. It's a long story. Before we get into that, can you tell me how far I've come back? What day is it? Yeah, I'm actually thinking it is. I'm guessing, like, my estimation is either, like, the first 10 days or after... No, but then I think, like, maybe the first... I think the first 20 days, right? Day 2. Whoa, so I was very wrong about when this was. Maybe I just got confused because he was looking up at the arc, but of course he'd look up the arc. Yeah, it's definitely not that day. So this is literally just the second day. So we don't know anyone yet. We don't even have a good estimation of everyone yet. Day 2, what happened here the first time around? I feel like there was something important, but... What are you doing out here anyway? There must be a reason you appeared. Of course, I almost forgot in all this excitement. I needed to ask you something. That's why I created this avatar and went looking for someone to talk to. What did you want to ask me about? Because now he could actually speak to us. Have you seen Saray? He comes to the defense room to talk to me every night, but he didn't show up today. Do we have to stop Saray from being attacked? Saray? Of course, that's what's so important about our second day here. Was that the second day? No. That was the second day. Holy, that felt like day 10 or something. We gotta go stop Eito. We gotta stop him right away. Come find me in the war room tomorrow morning. I'll let you know what the brass says.
Hey.
I got a lot to do, so I'll call it a day here. See you tomorrow, bright and early. Generally, I think having Saray here for a lot of this stuff, even the stuff like knowing about the escape pods and stuff, I guess, would have made things a lot easier. I think it genuinely would have made things a lot easier. I think it would have had a lot less casualties as well. That's when Saray disappeared, right? After promising to tell us the truth about the war. We gotta hurry. This is night Eito kills Saray. He does what? We have to find them. We might still be in time to stop it. This is incredible to be the first thing they start with, by the way. This is absolutely freaking incredible. Starting with something that we can stop right away. Holy hell. Such a good idea. If Saray's in danger, I won't ask questions. I'll help you look for him. You know what I mean? Like, it's like the idea of showing something that we can, like, that happened that changed the timeline completely. Killing off Saray changed everything, right? It changed how we learned about stuff. It changed about our knowledge, our tactical approach to everything. It changed. I generally think it's like a domino effect where, like, if he was around, he probably could have told us about the escape pods. We probably would have had a lot more certainty about, like, a lot of things that were happening around the place. We probably wouldn't have taken the deal eventually. You know what I mean? All this stuff. I think it would have been like this domino effect. It's not easy for you to maintain this form, but it sounds like there are more important things at stake. Thanks, I appreciate it. I'll let you know as soon as I find anything. Whoa. Oh, yeah, he was doing the disappearing thing. The ghost boy disappeared into thin air as if he'd been swallowed up by his own flames. If I can protect Saray, the future is bound to change. I have to stop Eito. I won't let him mess everything up this time. Before beginning my surge, I headed to the war room. We also have to stop him from murdering Hiroko as well, by the way. Whatever happened next, I was going to need my infuser. Wait, I'm ready to take on Eito. Wait, we're gonna fight Eito right away? Now we just have to fight him? Back in my time, they said he called Saray out to discuss something. Where was it again? Where was that? It was, where was it? War room, infirmary, Where was it? It was like a classroom, I think. No, it was the gym. It was the gym. It was the gym. It was the gym. It was the gym, I believe, right? It was the gym. Yeah. Let's talk to the apparition though and see if he knows it. Or maybe we should go straight there just in case, because I wonder if this is like, because I know like there's probably gonna be like different, because if there's different routes, that means there's gonna be like different choices, right? But I still think we can talk to the apparition, right? This is so nerve-wracking. Are we actually gonna fight Eito? Look, this is crazy. Maybe we better if we split up and look for him separately. Let's see. How about you go check the first floor? They have a big gym there. That's where I remember now. Yeah, it was the gym. It was the gym. Let's go. Let's go. Are we? There's no way we're fighting Eito right away. I flung the door open the gym and opened and charged inside, afraid of what I might find. And there he is.
Takumi.
With the freaking scythe as well.
Sumino?
It's so weird to have Sere here as not Azima now.
What are you doing here?
And look at this image he has. Oh, Eito's doing soft boy voice as well. He's doing the soft boy voice.
I could ask you the same thing.
Nothing wrong with soft boy, by the way. We have nothing against soft boys. I'm soft myself.
Me? Oh, I just...
Holy hell. And this, like, if you think about it now, the image of the scythe, right? Like, how crazy is he was going around like, almost being like this bringer of bad luck and in some cases death, and he had the scythe all along.
You told Sire there was something you wanted to discuss alone after sleeping hours.
Oh my god, this happened on day 2.
What?
He's taught you how to use hemo anima, and you've used this conversation to get him to relax around you.
Stop.
Now you're planning to take advantage of his dropped guard to destroy him before he has a chance to fight
This is
back.
crazy. And this is also not a fully powered Eito, by the way. This is not an Eito who has like the full cryptoglobin powers. Wait, what? How's he gonna react? Destroy me? What are you thinking, Atsuki? You'll never defeat the invaders without me. No. Besides, you forget what I told you earlier? You got a bomb and you can detonate whatever I want. That won't matter so as long as he takes you out in one hit. He can always come back with the Revive-O-Matic. Oh my god, it's day 2. We confront Eito. The first thing we do when we come back. I thought we were gonna have to like prepare to confront Eito. I thought it was gonna be a thing where we were gonna be like I can't just confront him right away, you know? But we're just doing it. We're just doing it. You know, you're right. I can't believe I didn't think of that. But why would you want to kill me anyway? I was gonna tell you the truth tomorrow. I'm being nice. If I die, you won't be able to have a clue what's going on here. And having no leader will make your battles even harder. It genuinely did make time harder. It made time very much more difficult for people, I feel. That's exactly what he wants, but I won't let it happen this time. This time? Takumi, what's gotten into you? This is all a big misunderstanding. Then take off the helmet, take off the armor. Take it off then. Take off the armor then. I wasn't really going to harm today. I just wanted to threaten him a little, to make sure he wasn't lying. Eito, already, now you're gonna have to put on like a different personality for the 100 days if that's what you're saying. Because that's not what you were like for the 100 days when we knew you, you know? We loved you a lot. We loved you a lot. I saw you as like one of their closest friends. He says we're fighting a war to decide the fate of all humanity. If that's true, then you want to sabotage it and guarantee humanity is destroyed. Isn't that right? Oh my god. You want humanity to be destroyed? What are you talking about? Why would I want to do something so horrible? Right now, he is looking at us, by the way, with his cognitive difference, and he is looking at us with disdain, right? We know this. Don't try to deny it. I know how you see us, unsightly, freakish, eerie monsters. And you think you've been chosen as some kind of savior who will rid the planet of our vile species? There's no use hiding it, Eito. I know everything. Hey, humanity, I don't understand. How? I've never told anyone about any of that, not even once. So how?
How do you know about all this, Takumi?
Day 2, and we have Eito like this. If you want to blame somebody, blame your future self. You laid it all out in a lengthy monologue. The future? That's right. I come from the future where you sabotaged this academy. I came back to fix it, to stop you. So it's not just your appearance. You're actually crazy too. You're actually crazy too? I have to say, this is a disappointment. I was so sure you'd be the easiest one to deceive. What a pity that I'll have to kill you first. Honestly, I loved you. You were like my best bud. Well, one of my best buds. I'm ready for you this time. I really felt like for the 100 days it was us and Eito like trying to figure out this whole world, right? Because he was being so helpful to us.
I'm going to stop you and change
This
the
is
future.
crazy. This is crazy for day 2. No way! The final boss of the first part of the game was a battle against Eito. The first boss in this is going to be Eito. This is crazy. I'm impressed though. I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed. Look at that, standing alone. That's the freaking hero. That's our boy. That's our hero. Wait, we're just in the gym?
What are you talking about, Takumi? So it's not just your appearance. You're actually crazy, too.
Holy frick it. They're playing the song, by the way, which I have no problem with them playing. He's saying it's not just your appearance. Does he think our appearance is crazy?
It doesn't matter. You can try to stop me, but you don't stand a chance. I just felt a surge in my
Wait,
humanity.
really?
What? Your hemo.
How?
Time to test it on you.
Is it
Prepare
'cause-
to die, vile human.
Is it because we returned and then I offered a change in him too? This is insane. Just a one-on-one fight. It's literally a one-on-one fight. Are you kidding me? Do we have a new white? Was that always there and I just never noticed it? The cool white flare.
Let's go.
The music in this game can get copyright written like so much.
My turn.
But I'm gonna keep it in. And I said it in a comment before, guys. I don't like to mute games. Because and again, I have no shame to anyone who does mute games for Let's Plays, 100%. But like, I'm trying to wait for this. My God, it's so good. I don't mute games because I like to keep like the energy that the creator wanted intact, if that makes sense. We lose out on a bit of cash sometimes, but like I think it's a small price to pay sometimes. I'm waiting for it. There it is. It's so good. We lose out a bit of cash sometimes, but like I feel like I make like a lot of like not a lot of money, but you know, I make money off of like other people's art all the time with Let's Plays. It's so freaking good. Oh yeah, okay, let's go. I was just waiting for that drop, guys, so I thought I'd tell you about like how we're not muting this as well. By the way, this is such an interesting start to this. Such a good song. Did some good damage to us, honestly. And he got a shield as well. So is this just going to be like back and forth? It's literally just like a slash battle.
Allow me to trim down their numbers.
Ready when you are.
This is literally just us beating the hell out of each other. What an interesting start to this game.
It's over.
Or a blitz. Absorbing the baby's critical has transformed Takumi's Crimson Assault skill to Azure Blitz. Azure Blitz is a wide vertical range of piercing effect capable of killing distant enemies. No way, we have a new freaking ability.
Let's do this.
No, we're just going for it. Let's see.
One last strike.
With the blue flames as well. Okay, no, he's protagonist. He's freaking JRPG protagonist now. Jesus Christ. Incredible start to this game. F rank, honestly. We have a lot of BP as well. No, I cannot believe they started this game. Look at the new blue sword. That's so cool. We started this game with a freaking face-to-face sword battle. Because, like, in my head, I see them, like, clashing with their sides and, like, you know, really, like, aggressively trying to push forward against each other. Then he finally gets his special move and defeats them. That's the way I see it. Holy hell. Oh, geez, this image again. Impossible. How can you be so much stronger than me? That was really something, Subito. When did you get so strong? I mean, you did okay in yesterday's battle, but you're on a whole other level now. Sorry, I didn't expect Breath of the Wild to be updated. It's only been a day since then. What happened to you? Only one day. It's been 100 for us. Maybe that's how it seems to you, but for me, it's been so much longer. I've already spent a full 100 days with you, Eito. I never even guessed at your true nature until it was too late. I personally genuinely thought, like I said, I thought it was going to be someone who I at least expected as well. And like, not that I suspected Eito, but it was one of those things where it's like, I thought it was like, it's one of those things where like with Kodaka games, you never know who it's going to be. It could be, and again, like I said, it could be Tsubasa. It could be Gaku. It could be anyone. And you'll find out the last second, like, you know what I mean? Sometimes, and then, but it just made so much sense then when it became Eito. Like, all of it made perfect sense.
Everything we did, everything we sacrificed, it was all for nothing. All because of you.
And that's the thing, right? That's the thing. It's unfortunately to say, and as I said, I've said a million times, the world failed Eito. The world failed him. He should have gotten like a support, like from a very young age. That was not the support he got. He clearly the world failed him, right? But in this timeline, as him getting older and what he did, his domino effect of all the stuff he did led to Nozomi's death. It led to, everyone's regrets. It led to the dissension in our team. It led to Ima's death. It led to all the stuff. Hiroko died. All this stuff was Eito. He was planning it all along. And like even to this point here, he was trying to remove the element that would like make things a lot easier. Like this was like 100% like one of the most calculated plans. I don't know how he has the patience for it, honestly. Where's all this coming from, Subito? What's going on with you?
I think I can explain, Sirei.
Oh, the apparition. Another voice joined the conversation, speaking directly into my head at the same time. And he's showing up like this as well. Such a cool design as well, right? He appeared. What the? Eito really did betray us. It's just like you said, Takumi. You made some kind of avatar of the Undying Flames? I didn't know you could do that. I was worried when you didn't come to the defense room. What's more than that, really, I wanted to see the people who are fighting to protect me up close at least once.
Yeah.
Can you hear him too today? That's right, he can only communicate via hell anima telepathy. But I've got equipment built into me to receive those signals. Now, you said you could explain all this? You might have trouble believing Takumi, but it will probably mean more coming from me. That makes sense. The Ghost Boy went on to tell today everything. I told him when I arrived in this timeline. I adore that we might have a Sorei that just like believes us, you know? Naturally, the little creature was taken aback. Who wouldn't be? Of course. It's a big story. You used Hano Amina to travel through time? Now that you mention, Atsuki did say he felt a certain surge of power back there. That seemed to be a side effect of Takumi's arrival here. That's what I was thinking, yeah. What he said earlier. Well, butter my biscuits. I never expected anything like this to happen. Just goes to show you. We haven't even scratched the surface of what Cryptoglobe can do. What are you all talking about? Where did this fiery monster come from? All that stuff about the future. Is it really true? What have you done, Takumi? This is like, to me, like what they've done with Eito, by the way, as like the quote-unquote villain of the game. Like, visually here, this is a manic image. It's almost like it makes you feel disgusting in a way, just like seeing someone so bloodied and bruised. But to see this on day 2 is such a huge thing, and he expected to be able to do this for 100 days. Actually, no, he didn't expect it, because at one point he thought he was going to die. You know what I mean? And that's why I think makes his character so interesting as well, and makes his character so like nuanced, is that he's not just a perfect character who was able to perfectly do everything in his plan. He relied on a lot of like happenstance as well. You don't need to know that. You'll only try to use anything I tell you against me anyway. I like that Takumi's keeping this close to the chest. Yeah. It's over, Eito. I won't let you destroy humanity. You're going to kill me then? Is that what you're saying? seem like such a nice guy, too. You must really hate me. Eito, Takumi loved you. Takumi, like, would have died for you. And in the past went on, like, a path before he even fully knew you to help you, you know? What did I do to deserve such malice, Takumi? Think about it. I haven't actually done anything. And that's what's kind of scary, right? In this timeline, the only thing he's done now is... well, no, he attempted to kill Saray. That's a bad thing. Right away. Already, right? That is something you had to stop. But in this timeline, he hasn't done any of the other stuff that he planned to do. With Hiroko, you know, like, it's disgusting what he did with Nozomi. Like, that was disgusting. Like, it was so calculated and so, like, horrible. And Ima as well, all the stuff. Like, it was very, like, calculated. He also, like, he was the reason that Ima got, like, transformed as well. All the stuff was really horrible. But he hasn't done it in this timeline. So are we doing, like, a psychopath thing where we're, like, predicting his, you know, crimes, you know? Even though attempting to kill Saray is already a crime. But, you know, he can deny that, you know? Are you really going to take my life because of something you think I might do? There's no might about it. You'll definitely mess things up if I don't stop you. I know you well enough to be sure of that. It's not like anything I can say can change your mind about humanity, can it? What if we, like... I know it's dangerous, but what if we, like, lock him in, like, the cage for, like, 100 days? You know what I mean? What if we lock him in there? You're right, there's no changing who I am. You're all just unsightly monsters. That's a firm, immutable truth. As long as I live, I'll never stop hating your whole vile species. And this is what I'm talking about. He was failed as a kid. 110% he was failed as a kid. This should have been nipped. Not nipped. Nipped is not the best way to put it. This should have been talked about. This should have been years of therapy and conversations and different types of schooling and stuff like this. Like, it should have been something that helped him manage with this stuff. But clearly he was failed, right? And now he's at a place where he will never stop hating us. You're full of surprises, Master Dragons. I've got to say, you two are full of surprises, both of you. How an outlier like you ended up here is a real mystery, Atsuki. The desire to eliminate humanity is totally antithetical to our mission here. I'll have to look into how such an error could have occurred. Now that I know all of this, there's no use preserving you anymore. Saray's eyes flashed red. What did you just do? Whoa, wait, what? I erased Atsuki's DNA from the Revivamatics database, so if he dies, he's gone for good.
Huh?
It's got data on all of us, right down to our genetic code, apart from Nozomi. It cross-referenced those records to figure out who's in the pod. From there, use some kind of ultra-complicated process to reconstruct the body back to its original state. And then we're alive again, just like that. So Eito can't be revived anymore, that's it? Yeah, he can't be revived. Exactly, all that's left is you to execute him and everything will be back on track. So I'm doing this, I'm killing Eito before he can do any harm. Wait, Takumi, I won't try to stop you, but take a moment to think about this. You said you came back so you could change the future. What kind of future do you want to create, and is killing him the only way to achieve it? The future I want. You should absolutely kill him. Leave him alive and we'll have no kind of future at all. He's an enemy to all humanity, just like the invaders. He doesn't deserve your pity. I'm inconvenient for you. So just get rid of me. Isn't that how humans made it this far? And again, he's using this idea of, like, that's how humans are like. I don't want this on Takumi's hands, though. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't want, like, I would rather, like, keep him contained somewhere, or maybe, like, you know, for the 100 days and then, like, have, you know, whatever authorities or whatever we could do after that to deal with him. Like, I don't want it on Takumi's hands. I know, like, it's such, like, a silly thing sometimes to be like, I don't want my main character to kill anybody, because, like, sometimes they have to kill people. And 100%, sometimes the character will have to kill people. It will happen. We've killed many humans on the other side of the invaders, right? We've done that. Those commanders and stuff, right? But I hope you guys get what I'm saying when I'm saying that, like, yeah, like, if Takumi chooses to do this, I'll support him. If this is a choice, because I know there's going to be different routes, right? If this is a choice, I don't know if I want to put it on Takumi to do this, because it doesn't seem like his heart is fully in this, you know? Ignore the fact that you'd be taking an innocent life for your own selfish purposes. If it's for humanity's sake, then anything goes, isn't that right? Again, you're twisting this around. You tried to kill Saray. You were trying to kill Saray in this moment. And then you tried to kill us. You did. Let's not pretend this is like, again, this is like Saw logic. You know what I mean? You were trying to kill somebody. You were trying to kill 2 people just now. Eito's not about to change his mind. He's still just as much of a threat as ever. And I know better than anyone the kind of terrible things he's capable of. I can't deny this Eito hasn't done any of that yet. And he's not an invader. He's a human being just like me. Is killing this version of him really the right thing to do? Is this a choice? This has to be my decision. I'm done letting the others control my fate. That's why I came back in the first place, to create a new future on my own terms. Whatever path I choose here, I have to be prepared to see it through. It's time to make my choice. Stop it! From now on, stories will diverge greatly depending on Takami's decision. You'll be able to come back and explore other choices later. For now, decide Eito's fate. I know it's a weak answer sometimes to be like, I don't want it on Takami, right? Because we did it already. We did kill him in another time as well. That's the thing, we already killed him. We already did kill him, right? And we could say in this timeline, Eito didn't do anything, but he will do something. I forgot that we already did kill him. That's tough. Because, like, before I was so sure, but I'm like, no, Takami already did this, and he's fully, okay. But the thing is that putting doubt in my mind about if Takami should do this is the fact that Takami said, right? The truth, which is he hasn't done those things in this timeline, right? Now he's planning. Now he hasn't. I don't know if he's planned to do those things, but if we can stop him from doing all those things, everyone gets to the satellite. He's reported, and everything can be like sorted in that way. That would be fantastic. But I don't know. I like the thing is, I don't want him running around freely. That's the thing. I'm worried that let him live means he just gets to walk around the place. You know? That's what I'm super worried about. I'm worried that letting Eito live means he gets to just walk around freely. Like, it's tough. It's tough in that way. I'm thinking let him live. And my reasoning is there's no proof. There's 2 things here. I just thought of this other thing as well. There's no proof that he has done anything yet, right? Now, if he does something, we can kill him. You know what I mean? But then again, I want to, but I still think we can, like, at this point, that's the thing, right? Because what we want to do is, we want to be able to do this, right? Stop Hinoka from dying. Stop Nozomi from having that dissension happen, right? And stop all this stuff from happening. I feel like this does that, right? Because there's no way he's going to try and do all of his actions once we do this, right? But if we let him live, he's under the watchful eye of us. He can't do all this stuff, right? Legitimately so. So, and the other thing is as well, this is the other thing I was thinking of. I want to be able to gain the trust of the other characters as soon as possible, right? And I think it'd be easier to gain the trust of people if I and explain like the time travel thing, maybe if I go, yeah, and I stopped Eito from killing Sore, right? Rather than I killed this dude. You know what I mean? Like, I killed this dude in the gym. So there's selfish reasons along with the other, like the 3 reasons I'm thinking let him live is that I don't really want Takami to like have to think about this morally. Is it okay to do this, when there's a possible way of like someone who actually hasn't committed the crime yet could be like rehabilitated in some way. I don't believe that the Eito in the other timeline gets like a redemption of what he did. You know what I mean? If that makes sense, he doesn't get that. But in this timeline, is there a way that we could like hold off from him doing everything? But then I'm worried that let him live will have him do stuff down the line as well. That he'll, because if I'm saying this right now, if I'm going towards let him live. If we let him live, and someone dies because of it, like the next time I'm in any route, I am just killing him. It's the end of. I'm sorry, but that's it. It's the end of. But you guys get what my reasoning is. The first time I was thinking kill him because Takami's done it before. We don't want any of this stuff to happen. But I think if we let him live, that prevents this stuff from happening because like now, not only does there's a few things that happen here. He has to deal with the fact that a human protected him. He has to deal with the fact that a human made sure he didn't die. The second thing is explaining that Eito was going to do bad things to people is way easier than killing him and then explaining afterwards, right? Because then what happens then? We're the killer, you know. The other thing is as well is Takami clearly is having a crisis of conscience about this. I don't want Takami to have that on his head. He already has like so much stuff on his head now, so much to deal with. And that's my summary of the reasons. I don't have to like him. I don't have to be friends with him, right? But I also don't have to put this in Takami's head. I'm not going to kill you, Eito. What? You may be totally insane, but you're still a human. Not to mention your defenses now. I don't like the idea of I think just because I think the human aspect I don't agree with. It's like just because you're human, it's like no. It's like if like you know what I mean. It, like if we spared a commander as well because like we felt that they were you know had emotions as well, you know, and stuff. I guess, but I guess they're human as well. But even in an extreme situation like this, killing you would be going too far. It's not a step I'm prepared to take, and that's the thing. I don't want that on Takami's head. So what do you propose we do to him then? Lock him up, keep him somewhere we can keep an eye on him until the 100 days up. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. I don't want him running freely through the halls. You know what I mean? I don't want that. At all. And by the way, I'll make it clear as well. I noticed a lot of people that love Eito. There's nothing wrong with loving a character that's like, you know, less than moral. Like, you know, everyone knows when I was playing Danganronpa how I was praising the hell out. I'll cut that name out, but everyone knows when I played Danganronpa, I was praising like a bad character in that game too. Everyone knows I was, right? Even though I acknowledge that they did bad things and stuff, I guess, right? But like, I hope like you understand from my perspective that like I don't personally have to like or love a character you love. I hope you understand that. But I at the same time, I also extend the same branch to you where I say I'm not going to judge you unless it's like a really like a character who's done something like you know what I mean, like one of those like a crime that is like beyond. But then I know people say, well, Calvin, he murdered someone. You know what I'm saying though, like there's limits to everything. There are limits to everything, you know. Oh, you're such a softie, so without you like that, you're gonna have trouble dealing with whatever comes next. I already know what's coming next, believe me. I've taken that all into account. Well, you did save my life and all, so I guess I owe you one. It's all the same if we win the war, right? Isn't that what everyone on the artificial satellite wants? You know about that too, huh? Oh my god, the covering of the face. Alright, where are we gonna put him? We can use the cages in the courtyard, we know about that too. I was kind of planning on waiting until day 50 to give you access to that area. Well, you have to give it to us now, buddy. I saved your life. But needs must when the devil drives. So that's your decision, to lock Atsuki in one of our cages? Yes, and have someone assigned to him every single day. I won't kill you, Eito, but you're a prisoner now. Stay out of trouble until the war is over. Laughing at us. What's so funny? You know what I am, and I'm planning, and you're still going to let me live. So he was planning it here, then I guess. Well, we know he was planning that, but I'm saying like all the actions that he took, he like a lot of the stuff like became very lucky for him. Like the stuff with Nozomi, that was a lucky thing that he did. Lucky from his perspective. The thing with Ima, that was also something that he was able to do, where he was able to free the prisoner and stuff like this. Like it was all like these things that like turned out to be really, really lucky for him, you know. But he is planning on ruining everything for us right now. You're a real nice guy, Takami. Really, just too nice. Of course, you still look like a hideous monstrosity. That's enough. Fine. I'll be a good little prisoner, stay in my cage. It's not like I can fight back anymore. We better get right to it then. Saray's eyes flashed red again. Oh my god, they're taking him right there to the cage. You have your own personal drones? Did we see? I don't think we saw these, did we? You mean you never saw me use these?
Yeah.
Guess you wouldn't if I got killed on day 2. Day 2. It's crazy that you got killed on day 2. Right? It's crazy. The nerve of this guy cutting down a superior officer before I even had the chance to throw my weight around. Quick griping and go get him safely locked up. Takami's like fake taking a lot of charge in this, right? He's taking so much charge in this.
Yeah.
You're the boss.
See you around, Takumi. Let's hope you don't regret this decision later.
I'm saying this to you now, Eito. If you end up killing someone again in this timeline and you somehow escape, we're not being good. You know? I will have to put that on Eito's head, on Takami's head. Your life will be on his conscience forever. I need you to understand this. I'm doing this, as I said, because explaining to the people around me is going to be way easier than if I didn't kill someone, I think. The second thing is, I think that I would like, after the 100 days, hopefully, he can get the help he should have gotten when he was a kid. You know? A long time ago. And also at the same time, I don't want to put this on Takami's head right now because he's clearly having a crisis of conscience. Eito, just know, it has limits. This is the last limit, right? This isn't forgiveness. This isn't anything like that. Because like I said, not a big fan of you right now, at all. Saray secured the injured Eito and his drones and took him away. Even after they'd left, I couldn't get Eito's deranged laughter out of my head. Yeah, it's going to be ringing in your ears forever. I didn't regret my decision, but it unsettled me all the same. I will regret my decision later if he does something really bad. That's when I will regret it. Wow, we're back here night 2. What an eventful night 2. Do you think this has changed the future? I'm sure of it. Saray's alive and Eito won't be able to sabotage us like he did before. Things will play out a lot differently now. I hope so. How are you going to explain to the others? Will you tell them about how you came back to redo the past? That's what that's exactly what I was thinking, right? Because if we kill someone right then and there, right? How do you explain that? But I think it's easier to explain if like Eito's in a cage and Saray believes us, and you know what I mean? Like it's easier at that point. I haven't really thought about that yet. The team that's here now aren't the people I fought alongside before, of course. From their point of view, we've only just met. That's awful, by the way. Me running right over to Gakko and being like, "You are adorable, you are lovely, you are amazing, we're best buds." Okay, I understand this. I've defended you for 100 days. Gakko Defense Squad. If I start talking about coming from the future, they'll probably think I'm crazy. Yeah, truly. What would you do? Do you think I should tell them? Even with your powered up cryptoglobin and foreknowledge, you can't win a war on your own. You'll need to work together to give mankind a brighter future. I love that we have him giving us like advice as well, though. That's so good. So I should tell them the truth and hope they go with it? Hearing about everything you've experienced is bound to have a profound effect on them. Maybe it'll convince some of the more reluctant members to join the fight. Although I can't say for sure if that'll be a good thing. I mean, that's the thing. If what he's saying here, it could go wrong as well. We could probably get Gakko and Kako and Ima maybe even to join the fight soon enough as well. Or sooner, you know, because we understand them more. We understand them as people a lot more. And Tsubasa and the likes as well. Why is that? The more everyone's actions and attitudes change, the more things will deviate from the future, you know? Exactly. Yeah, I totally get what you're saying. Gakko joining the fight on day, 7, for example, could have drastic changes to everything, you know? Shoma joining the fight early means we never have that, the stuff with Karada, you know? All the characters joining the fight early would mean we never have the fights with Hiroko. Things change. Everything changed. If you change too much, you won't be able to predict what will happen as easily as before. That's true. You're so right. And I've already changed a lot just by coming here. You could probably help the others avoid making the same mistakes as before without telling them everything. Of course, there's no way of knowing if that is the right choice either. You'll have to figure it out for yourself. You're the one who's to make the hard decisions now, Takumi. You'll be the one who decides what form the future takes. You're right. The future is in my hands now. I'll stand by my choices no matter what happens or what I have to sacrifice. I was surprised to hear myself talk like that. But it was the truth. Making one choice, creating one future would sacrifice the other. Like how I left everyone behind in my original timeline to come here. Or how I held Eito's life in my hands just a few minutes ago. My actions could have serious consequences, and I'd have to remember that going forward. There's no such thing as a perfect choice that will fix everything. But I think that's all the more reason to pick what you consider to be the right choice.
Whatever you decide, I hope you'll get the result you want.
I guarantee you I probably won't, but we'll see. We'll see. This is crazy. It's so well done. Such a really well done thing to start off with. With another word, the ghost boy disappeared. The right choice, huh? I'll do it. I'll figure out the right choices and gather all of us toward a happy ending. And so my second attempt at my second day at the Last Defense Academy drew to a close. Chapter select. Oh, so here's the... Ah, so we can jump to different times if you wanted to choose. That's interesting. Okay. Interesting. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't think we need to look at it yet, right? We can just start doing some choices and stuff, and we'll see how it goes from there. Dong, bing, bong. Up.
Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your third day of active service here at Last Defense Academy! Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's... Be ready to give your life.
Okay, day 3. The first time around, Saray got everyone to come to the war room so he could tell us the truth about the war. Everyone's probably there now. Oh my god, it's weird. I feel a little nervous. They all mean so much to me, and when I'm practically a stranger to them, that's so true. How painful is that? This is going to be interesting. Oh, this is going to be so weird. Oh my god, Hiroko! Ima, look at Ima! Ima's here, guys. Look at this. Ima with his beautiful hair. We missed the beautiful haircut as well. And look at this Gaku. Oh my god, they're all here. Well, and it's so weird not to have the other characters here, like, you know, Yugumu and Nozomi and all, right? It's so weird. But sorry, it just feels so freaking right seeing these guys, though. You know what I mean? It feels like seeing old friends after years. Like, and seeing Ima and Kako together is like such a big deal for me. It's such a huge deal. Holy hell. I guess we're gonna have to deal with this, man. It's so hard not to like want to just like talk to all of them right away, you know, the same way we did before. Everyone's here today, Hiroko and Ima too. Hiroko, man. I knew they would be, but I wasn't prepared for how it would make me feel. Exactly. Like, I was like, instantly, I was just like, oh my god. It's so weird seeing them all alive again. Yes. Eito's not here. What's taking him so long? Hiroko, I knew you for like a few days, but like, I could literally like run up to you right now and like hug you. You know what I mean? I literally could run up to you right now and give you like a double jumping high five, like legitimately so. Maybe I overslept. You should go give him a wake up call, Mr. Muroko. It's so effing good to see those beautiful locks again. I'm so happy to see you, buddy. Why me? You go wake up yourself. Look at him. Look at this boy. Look at this boy. Adorable, adorable. Look at him. Look at him.
Huh.
Don't you worry about Atsuki. He's unable to attend today. Unable? How are you, Kako? How are you? Tsubasa. I get it. He's locked himself in his room. Honestly, I don't blame him. I'm still having trouble coming to terms with all this. I know. I know, none of it feels real. I'm sorry for having the audacity to speak without someone hitting me first. In a few weeks, Shoma, you're still gonna be acting like this, but you're gonna be a beast. There's the gentle giant himself. Come on, Sonny, let's get this started. Where's the ruby? You're not gonna wheeze your way out of this time. Let's tell the truth about this war. Before I'd like to ask you all something. Last night, did you notice any kind of irregularity in your bodies? Where's the ruby? Huh? She's there. She's just off to the side as usual. Irregularity in our bodies. The moment everyone heard that, their faces went pale. I didn't want to mention it, but sometime after I went to bed, I got all hot and feverish all of a sudden. For real, the same thing happened to me. Look, he's literally playing with the hair. He knows. He knows he has the best haircut in the entire game. And me? It happened shortly after I climbed into bed with my dear sister. We don't always sleep together. He only did it to help me calm down. And man, the journey they've been on, man. They went on such a big journey of growth. Don't worry, Cockle. We'll get there again. I'll make sure of it. Ever since then, I've been totally amped. It's like I've chugged 50 million energy drinks or something. There is our sweet gal. Our sweet gal. I mean this affectionately, the mascot of our team. You know what I mean? And like legitimately so. Same here. Feels like some kind of new power welling up inside of me. Me too. It's the same for all of us. What was that feeling exactly? It's so weird seeing Hiroko. But you know what? It almost fits like a glove as well, right? It's so weird. It's weird, but at the same time, it's like, it's not that weird. It's like, it almost fits. The ghost boy was right. My cryptic globe empowered everyone up. Sorry, did you do something to us? Sorry, but it wasn't me this time. Somebody else was responsible. So they turned around and gave me an expectant look. Everyone followed his gaze and they were all staring at me now. What's Takumi got to do with it? What's the meaning of this? Are you saying Takumi did this? No way. How can a shrimpy little whip like him do something like that? You can call me whatever you want. You're so adorable. You call me anything.
Hey!
I really want to hear that from you. No, I do. Gaku can say whatever he wants. Look at him. He's a baby and an angel. Look at him. An angel baby. Look at him. Gaku, I'm so happy to see him just after what happened in the last episode. Like, that's an angel. You know? That's our little angel. You see, this Takumi Sumo isn't the same Takumi Sumo you all know. Last night he exposed a traitor in our midst. Eito Atsuki. A traitor? What do you mean? He was plotting against us. He was going to kill me and sabotage our side's war effort from the inside. No freaking way. Why would Eito want to do that? Atsuki is abnormal. Unbeknownst to us, he was born with a profound hatred for all humanity. He was going to use this opportunity to wipe out the entire species. Gee, if we're going to start killing each other, he'd have been perfect to be around. Of course, the Ruby's like, man, this would have been great. Thanks to Sumino's quick thinking and bravery, his plan was exposed and I emerged from the experience unharmed. How heroic. I didn't think you had it in you, Mr. Sumino. Like, not even a little. It's okay. And here's the biting words from Ima. I've missed it. Again, you can say what you want. Well, what'd you do with Eito? Is he dead? Mr. Sumino went all humanitarian on me, so we've locked him in a cage in the courtyard instead. Courtyard cages, I don't remember seeing either of those. It's your like favorite place eventually, Shoma. I'm glad you didn't kill him. That would have been going too far. I mean, legit, I just again, this is the exact reason, one of the reasons I didn't kill him, because I was like, I wondered how people would react, right? Was he really that crazy though? He looked like he wouldn't hurt a fly. Yeah, he looked like he couldn't. Yeah, Gaku, exactly. I don't even have to add to anything to that. Trust me, if I hadn't stopped him, he'd have messed everything up. How is it that you realize that what he was up to? So far as I can see, Eito never said anything or did anything suspicious until now, and that's how he kills Hiroko. Hiroko didn't even suspect him at all, even with all Hiroko's experience, you know? Can you explain how you were able to see through him when no one else could? How did you deduce it? Did you find some vital clues we missed? Oh my god, and the detective in her as well. Everyone looked at me again, waiting for an explanation. Looks like I've got another choice to make. Do I tell them about the coming for the future or not? Should I tell them everything so we can all move forward together? Or should I protect them from the truth and figure out another way to help them? It's all up to me. What do I do here? There's so many choices. I'm telling him. I'm telling him about this. And here's my reasoning. We're going to talk about our reasoning as we always do in choice-based games. This is crazy that we have choices now. The reason I'm going to tell them is because these are my most beloved comrades and I love them to pieces and I don't want to keep any secrets from them. But also I always want to talk about the different choices and how I think it's totally understandable someone picked it. That's what choice-based games are. So I'm so excited about this game. No would make sense as well because you want to make sure that they don't overreact, but you also protect them from the sidelines. This way, maybe if they eventually believe us, we can try and protect them from, like, if they do believe us, let's say, and some of them believe us, we can help them out almost immediately. But if some of them don't believe us, eventually we can help them out and they will believe us. Now, I could be wrong. They could just say we're crazy and be like, get out of here. The game ends here, you know? It's your future is such a great term as well. I'm stumbling over my words, by the way, because like I feel euphoric right now to be back in this game to see all these characters again, you know? It's like Soraya said, I'm not the same guy you all met a few days ago. I'm still the real Takumi Sumino.
I'm from the future.
Oh my god.
I lived through the 100 days here and came back to do it all again.
And you know what's so crazy? They don't have the fatigue. I believe, I think on day 50, they would have been way more like, they would instantly all believe it, right? I don't know how they're going to react now, but I think on day 50, they would have had the fatigue of all this stuff, right? Day 3, there's still hope of getting out of here. You know what I mean? Day 3, there's like, they don't have the pain of going through that many days. If you get what I'm saying, like, I think the fatigue of going through all those days would, like, having someone come back and be like, this is how we're going to get out of here, would have been, like, amazing. But I think even now they probably do want to get out of here, but we'll see how, but being told that, like, you'll have to do the 100 days is probably not the best thing. I don't know. We'll see. What? You doing okay, Takumi? Did you hit your head or something? The future? You're claiming to be a time traveler now? You're from the future. Okay, that explains everything. Really, Kaku? Not? Who believe a ridiculous story like that? You can believe whatever you want, okay? Besides, time travel in a killing game? That's totally... No, yeah, exactly. Yeah, you said that last time too. It's a pretty well-established trope at this point. It was more or less the reaction I expected, but I'd made my choice and I was going to see it through. You might not believe me, but it's the truth. I am from the future. That's why I knew Eito was the traitor, and he was going to kill Soraya on the night of our second day here. In my timeline, he spent the whole time deceiving us and getting us to doubt ourselves, and eventually he did something really horrible. After we defeated him, I ended up with some powerful hemo anima. I used that to come back in time so I could redo this war, so I could fix things. Hemo anima could do that? I've lived these 100 days once already, and it didn't end well. This time I want to make sure we all survive and save humanity together. But I'll need your help, all of you. Will you trust me? Will you fight alongside me? Will they? You're really serious about this, aren't you? I'm dead serious, Takamaru. Dead serious.
Oh.
Let's assume what you say is true. I have more questions. Of course, ask away. Oh my god, where do we frickin' begin? What exactly happened in the future you come from? What was so horrible that you had to come back and do it all again? Oh my god, where do we begin? Where do we begin? If you want us to trust you, you'll have to tell us that. I don't know, though. There could be a lot of classified information involved. There's no point in hiding it now. They have the right to know, I agree. Alright, fine, go ahead and I'll spill the beans. It's a long story, but here it goes. And so I told everyone how things went down. This is crazy though, right? Because not only are you going to talk about Hiroko dying, you're going to talk about Ima getting kidnapped. Ima getting kidnapped and being transformed and being turned into Soray's body. Soraya being chopped up. Nozomi's eventual death. You know, the death of Moko. All the stuff that, like, you know, led to all these different things happening. And eventually, like, the escape pod and the plan about the undying. I don't know how much we're telling. Maybe I'm going too far with this stuff, but like, you have a lot to say. Starting with Soraya and Hiroko's disappearances, moving on to my discovery of Nigo in the Second Last Defense Academy, then the revelation that followed, World Death, Cryptoglobe, and the Exodus Project, the artificial satellite, and the truth about who was in the defense room. That is so much. And of course, how it ended, how Ima and Nozomi were killed in our battle against the Supreme Commander, and how Eito betrayed us and killed the person who was generating the undying flames. I kept Nozomi's secret to myself, though. He's the sweetest sweetheart. I'm telling you guys. He raised the bar. The others didn't need to know about her past or how she came here. All that was between her and me. I love him. I love him so much. This is a lot. I would be dying. By the time I finished the story, the whole day had passed us by. So of course, like, Jesus Christ. Judging by the looks on everyone's faces, hearing all this had taken its toll on them too. No one tried to interrupt me at any point. It was like they didn't know how to react to any of it. I know I would have needed time to process all of this information if I were in their shoes. Yes, 100%. This is... Even if you didn't believe it, this story would be insane, right? If you do believe it, it's like, holy crap, all this stuff that happened. But if you didn't believe it, it's like, this is still an insane story. But I had to see this through. That's what I decided. Finally, I told him how I'd taken the power Eito stole for myself and used it to travel back in time. That brought my account to an end. That's everything. That's the 100 days I experienced the first time around. Someone had placed a glass of water on the table in front of me. I downed the whole thing in one gulp. So they gave him a glass of water? That's so sweet. I felt as tired as if I just fought a dozen invaders. It's a mixture of talking so much, which can tire you out, and it's also a mixture of exhaustion from the anxiety of having to tell people this stuff and having to emotionally recount everything. You are dying of tiredness after this, 100%. There's no way you wouldn't. So what do you guys think? Honestly, I don't know what to think. Doesn't sound like he's making it up anyway. There's way too much detail for that, that's the thing. Yes, Takamoto. Yeah, whatever your scenario writer gets paid, it's not enough. Okay, Dorumi, I love you. I can't believe a loser like me could actually find the strength to fight. We even told him about those moments. I can't believe I turned into Sure. Seriously, what was that all about? I do think it's crazy because like, and it's interesting to say like, I can't believe I turned into Sure. Seriously, what was that all about? Now this could be taken in two ways. This could be like, that's a crazy story, part of the story, or this could be like a thing of like, you know, it would traumatize me, honestly. I never expected you and me to get that close to Sokomo. I fought alongside my dear brother, not as someone to be protected, but as an equal. Yes, Kako. Maybe if you thought me had fought harder, he wouldn't have done. No. It was not your fault whatsoever. It was not your fault whatsoever. There. It's not like it really happened. But it did. In that timeline, that means it could happen here too. Kako already standing up for herself like a little bit quicker than usual, right? Sister Dearest, she's... Us telling her about, like, that she did stand up for herself is giving her the courage to do it right away.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have believed it either, but seeing someone in action didn't leave much room for doubt. I knew Hemo Anima had untapped potential, but time travel? Empowering you all up with some kind of resonance reaction on top of that? Wow, some pretty mind-bending stuff, am I right? Actually, I think the word you're looking for is mind-blending, you tell him, Dorumi. No, it's mind-bending, but who cares? That's besides the point. Either way you slice it, this is a good thing for all of us. You're all stronger now, and Takumi can prepare you for any upcoming challenges before they happen. It's a super mega ultra X good deal, and that's no lie. I guess you're right. So are they gonna believe it? I won't make the same mistakes I did before, but I still can't do this alone. I'm asking all of you to fight with me. Let's get through this and win the war together. Me? Fight? Can an underachieving nematode like me really make a difference? You can, trust me, I've seen it for myself. I can't let the future come to pass. Now that I've had the power to change it. Like, this is crazy. Day 3, Kako's gonna fight. Let's go, my gal. I'll fight too, yes. I'll do whatever it takes to protect my dear brother. You'll protect me, dear sister? Yes, she wants to desperately be equals with you because she knows all the things you went through. You went through so much. Maybe it's a surge in power, but I feel like I could actually handle this now. One way or another. Oh, Tsubasa. You already know what's going to happen, so you can stop us getting involved in anything too dangerous, right, Takumi? Kaku, my baby. Yes, I can. In that case, I mean, I guess I could. Everyone's sounding a lot more optimistic than they were last time. It seems like they believe what I've told them about the future, too. I should probably talk to them a little more just to make sure everyone's on board. Oh my god, guys. The video's gonna end here, right? We're gonna end the video here, and then we're gonna talk to everyone in the next episode to make sure everyone's on board and see how they feel about all this stuff. But so far, this is like an incredible route. I didn't expect it to be this exhilarating and this like exciting, this terrifying. Let's talk to Zerumi really quick. Hold on 1 second here. I actually made it through to the end. I thought for sure I'd get killed off early. I guess the Revive-O-Matic means dying is only temporary anyway. We can't have a killing game if death is meaningless. But now that you're here, we can change all that, right? We're not going to start killing each other, Jeremy. That's one thing I want to keep the way it is. Fine. I'll just have to make do with God modding through New Game Plus. Kind of sucks to be no murder mysteries, but adrenaline-fueled power trips can be fun too. Yeah, just look at the bright side or whatever. We can talk to everyone before we go. We'll talk to everyone before we go. And then we'll, I don't have a lot of time today, but we definitely will talk to everyone before we go. Darumi, like, I love his talk about how this is basically New Game Plus, which it kind of is. How you doing, Kako? I've decided I'll fight too. I'll fight alongside everyone else as an equal. Sister Dearest, think about this. It's too dangerous. My mind's made up, brother dearest. Don't try to stop me. That's amazing. We gave her, like, this, like, hearing how about, like, I think that's, I'm sorry I'm jumbling on my words, guys. I'm so exhilarated and so excited and scared and all this stuff. I'm like, it's like this jumble of like this crazy, like adrenaline-filled emotions. Like, you know what I mean? It's so crazy. But like, I think what's happened here is that hearing that she can do it, knowing that she can do it, makes you feel like she can, you know? I won't let you die like you did in Takumi's timeline. I'll do whatever it takes to protect you. You protected me. What a role reversal. You should be excited about this. You're going to be so proud of her. You're going to be so proud of her. Give it up, Ima. There's one thing I've learned about Kako is that she's stubborn. She is, and we love her for it. She was the first person to reject our convincing minigame. Once she gets into it in her head that she's to do something, there's no talking her out of it. Truly. I'm getting chills. Huh? What did the animal stuff do to me? The thought of Kako being the one to protect me makes me shiver with excitement. Okay. This is wonderful. I've discovered a whole new facet of my dear sister's charm. You mean you'll let me? I'll still do my part to protect you from those invaders, of course. Honestly, I don't hate violence. I welcome one-sided violence with open arms. Anything for you, sister dearest. Honestly, you to have you both on board so early. Fantastic. Thanks, guys. Glad to have you on board. Oh my god, and they talk together as well. The thumbs up from Eva. I'm so happy to have both of them back together. I really am so happy. And the fact that, like, it makes perfect sense. I think this happens in life, right? The idea that, like, if someone says something that, like, motivates you, that, like it's the way that, like, because she heard that she could do it, she's able to do it. And now, like, he always, like, probably wanted to, like, not have to be the person to, like, fight all the time. But now he sees the determination of Kako early. He's like, fantastic. Let's be equals, you know? I think this is like one of the best possible outcomes. Hiroko, how are you? I think I not only failed to notice Eito was a traitor, but get killed by him as well. The me from your timeline sounds like a prize simpleton. Don't be too hard on her. I mean, on yourself. Eito had us all fooled. That's not the only part I'm having trouble with. I can't believe I stepped in as a leader after Soray's disappearance. I never had much interest in acting as a part of a team, let alone leading one. You didn't have a lot of choice. Not all of us were willing to fight, and you had more battle experience than anyone else. We wouldn't have made it through those first few battles without you keeping us all in line. Come to think of it, I never got to finish that conversation with Hiroko last time around. True. You've asked me if I know something about this war. If I have to answer, then yes, I do. I have certain information that you might find relevant. What was relevant with the relevant information she was going to tell us? It's probably nothing. I don't know already, but still. Maybe I should ask her about her later. Anyway, you did your part to keep us all alive. I may not have agreed with your approach, but it was definitely coming from a place of good intentions. Don't say any more. It's embarrassing to hear you complimenting a version of me I have no real connection with. Sorry. You know what's so interesting? We don't have Eito on our team right now, right? But we do have Hiroko. We have a powerhouse character on our team again. And I feel like Eito was the powerhouse for a while. Now Hiroko is definitely the powerhouse, like a pure powerhouse. She's going to be one-shotting enemies all the time. Sade? Guess there's no need for me to tell you the truth now. You pretty much know it already. I had to make some guesses based on what I learned in my timeline. Did I get anything wrong? Yeah. Nope, not a thing. Your deductions were right on the mark. I never learned very much about Saray's true intentions. I don't know if I should trust him yet. Honestly, I plan on keeping some of this secret a little longer, but you can see there's no use hiding it now. I just don't go getting captured and blab all this to the enemy, okay? I won't let that happen. We're all going to get through this together. I think it's very good that Takami's still like, hey, I still have to find out if I can trust Saray. He's being very smart about this. I'm still finding it hard to believe I actually fought those freaky monsters. It's true you did it for your family in your grandpa's workshop. We all have something we want to protect. If we work together, we can give them all a better future. Right. After all, we're the only ones who can do this, aren't we? I've got to say, I admire you, Takami. Getting through all this just once must have been hard enough. And now you've come back to do it all again. That takes some serious courage. It was a selfish decision, really, but I want to do right by the versions of you I left behind. That's the thing, it's not just Katawa, it's these characters that we love too. For their sakes and all of us that are here now, I'll make sure the story has a happy ending. You're so different from how you were yesterday. You seemed so timid back then. People really can change. In that case, maybe I can too. Of course you can. I've seen it for myself. We're being so supportive. We're being such a good leader right now, right? When you say it with that much conviction, I kind of want to believe you. Maybe it's all the souped up head of Anima speaking, but I'm starting to feel like I can do this. Oh, and don't worry about your other problems. Barf bags and tinted windows will see you through. You know about that too? I can't keep any secrets from you, can I? It's okay though, no one judges you for that whatsoever. And again, the motivation of hearing Takami talk so surely is what's keeping Tsubasa kind of like in the game here as well. Are you sure about this? A chronic loser like me will only slow you down. You might think that now, but you have your own way of fighting, Shoma. I've seen it for myself. I'll be counting on you to do what you can in your own way. You're counting on me? Can I really do this? You can. In my time, you ended up being pretty strong once you hit your stride. Strong? Me? Honestly, I can't imagine ever doing anything that would make me feel useful. But maybe I could try. I may be trash, but I'll do my best in my own trashy way. Don't say it like that. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to start doing squats every morning. Okay, that's cool. That's great. Just don't overdo it in the training, okay? We know what happens when it happens. No, that's good. Like a bit of motivation in the morning, right? A good motivation. I'm stumbling over my words, guys. I'm done. This is so, like, exciting. You know what I mean? It's such a good way they've done this. Like, it's so impressive to me. In your timeline, I fought too, all to protect my family. It must sound pretty unbelievable, huh? Oh no, I believe it. Everyone knows I'm the kind of guy you can count on in a pinch. Yes, 100%. Level me. I was the MVP of the whole team, right? I was like the best fighter we had, wasn't I? Let me stand up and say this. Let me move. Okay, I'm standing up. Let me stand up and say this. Okay, I moved the mic stand up as well. I need you to understand something as I salute you. You were DJ Gaku who saved the day that day. You saved the day when you jumped in and saved us one day on the battlefield the first time we fought as well. You also were the first person to stand up for Shoma when Kodata was trying to fight him. You have done so much for our team. You are constantly destroying enemies in front of you. You are one of the most useful members on our team. There we go. Sitting back down. Move the mic back down. There we go. Well, you were definitely a dependable ally. We gotta be honest with Gaku, guys. We gotta be honest about Gaku Defense Squad. We gotta be honest here. Even if I'm in the defense squad, without DJ Gaku, we're dead. We are all dead. We don't even come back to this timeline. You know what I mean? I knew it. Now that I think about it, I've been missing out on a huge opportunity here. If I fight, I'll be one of the heroes to save humanity. Money, fame, women, I'll have it all. It's my big chance to turn my life around. I'm stronger now, so there's no way I'll lose. I can do this. You can do this. You're amazing. Does that mean you'll join us? We could really use your help. All we gotta do is defend the school for 100 days, right? That doesn't sound so hard. Okay, I'm in. I mean, where would you guys be without your MVP? Exactly. Right, thanks. Where would we be without DJ Gaku? Adorable baby angel. Where would we be, huh? Where would we be? Nowhere is where. Nowhere is where. If we don't stop this world death thing, it'll destroy the whole planet, yeah? And using the secret weapon in the defense room to wipe out the invaders is the only way to stop it? That's all we gotta do, right? Or it'll be safe afterwards? That's right. Of course, you don't know exactly what the how the invaders and the world death are connected. And there's still an issue with what Eito said.
Right. That's what you think the truth is. You've got it all wrong, though.
Yeah, there's other stuff to this as well, yeah. There's other stuff to this. Now, you probably just said that to confuse us. I shouldn't take it too seriously. No, we gotta take everything seriously. So the real reason we're fighting is to give those folks in the artificial satellite a safe place to live? Dude, that's so freaking sweet. Fighting to save people is one thing, but saving all of humanity, I'm more fired up than ever now. Let's do this. Those invaders aren't gonna stand a chance. We've actually motivated them all to fight. Just like that last time, Takamaru's really taking this in his stride. Alright, I've spoken to everyone and I've told them everything I needed to. Everything except... Guys, there's one last thing. I know none of us chose to be here, but we really are humanity's last hope. It's okay if saving the world or all of mankind is too big of a concept to wrap your heads around.
Just focus on protecting this school and the people who are important to you. If we all do that, I know we can win this.
That's so good. What a leader. Hey, don't worry about the world is a big concept, right? Just focus on the task we have in front of us. Take one step at a time. That's so smart. Hell yeah, humanity don't got nothing to worry about with us around. I will do my duty. I never intended anything less. I know. Oh my god, I'm so excited to have Hiroko. I'm so excited to have Hiroko on our team. And I'll fight too. I'll protect my dear brother as a real member of this team. I know you will. I know you will. I'm getting chills again. This might not be such a bad idea after all. I may be garbage, but even garbage can be useful sometimes. I'll do whatever I can. Once we make it to day 100, we'll get in the escape pod and join everyone on the artificial satellite, right? Well, we don't know because there's some crazy stuff happening there too. There's no danger of getting caught up in the final attack against the invaders, right, today?
Yeah.
That information was supposed to be classified, but yes, that is the plan. And we get some kind of reward at the end? You better. If you don't, I swear to God. Of course, if you make this mission a success, you'll be your heroes. The administration will gladly supply you with sufficient rumination for you to live comfortably for the rest of your lives, and that'll be so good for Gaku and his family. I knew it. What awesome luck. I could build a brand new workshop for my grandpa and me? Of course. Can I shut up a bunch of kids in an abandoned building and force them to play a killing game? Sure, why the heck not? I mean, everyone needs a hobby, I guess. I think I'd be going a step too far. I'm surprised, though. You're actually going to reward us? That's right. Once the Earth is habitable again, we'll give you whatever your heroic little heart's desire. It's the least we can do for you to save us all. What, didn't you know about this, Sumino? Didn't you know about this, Sumino? No, in my timeline, Eito killed you before he could tell us very much. It's all good, man. Just one more reason to give us, for us to give us our all. I'm jumbling my words all day today. Just think of us all as a kibble I could buy for Leo, sweetheart. Everybody looks a lot more determined than he did this morning. I don't think any of them will refuse to fight this time. That's a relief. I got to hand it to you, Sumino. You got these lollygalloping sad sacks acting like a real team more effectively than I ever could. Just what I'd expect from our very own boy who leapt through time. I don't know everything about this war, though. I still don't know why we were chosen for it, or what Cryptoglobe really is, or why the invaders have it, too. I won't worry. Compared to the future of humanity, those little details are hardly important. I had a feeling you'd say that, but you will tell us eventually, right? Sure. Don't be so suspicious. We're on the same side, remember? I want to protect the school and save humanity just as much as you do. Anything that contributes towards that is okay by me. By saving us today and bringing everyone together, I've done all I could for now. This is better than I thought it would go. I thought we were going to I legit thought in my head like we were going to spend 30 days trying to convince people to join the fight again, and believe me, I already changed the future for the better. Now I just have to keep it up. That's what I told myself as I left the war room and went back to my room. That's what I told myself. We'll end the video here, okay? I was going to end it before, but we'll end it here. I want to talk about everything that's happened in this episode. We have come back in time, and the approach that we took here, I feel like actually didn't go too bad, from my perspective anyway. First of all, the feeling of this game is incredible, because this is already my game of the year just by playing the first part of this game. Going into the second run in this game, I am like going crazy about how good this is. I'm excited. Like I have chills the whole episode of how awesome this is. It's so good the way they've done this. To like have, I think that this game has already taken a lot of bold risks in the main timeline. But can you imagine the fact that in this game they've actually decided on the second day to have us like defeat Eito. On the third day to have and on the third day we decided to tell everybody about the secret of all the stuff that happened in the 100 days and stuff like this. We've convinced them all to fight. And just like that person said, everything is going to change from here, because we no longer have the moments with the moment in the library with Kako. We no longer have the convincing session with Tsubasa. We no longer have Hiroko threatening people, so she's going to be a lot closer to people now than she was before. She's no longer threatening people to, like, leave the place if they don't fight. We no longer have Eito with us to, like, you know, be kind of the reasonable voice sometimes in the room, which he was sometimes. A lot of stuff is going to change. But I love the way that they give you choice in this game, and it does feel like it does. I know it affects things, because people have talked about how, like, the routes are actually quite different from each other, and there's lots of different endings and stuff like this. So actually, I'm very interested in seeing how that's going to change. Sorry, I was just seeing if the audio was recording properly. But the reason why, like, I think the biggest reasons I was just so excited was just to see these characters again in this way. And I'm pleasantly surprised of how, like, it felt, because at first I was, like, very worried, like, how they were going to feel about me. But I think it's actually probably the best approach that we could have coming back in time, is now that they respect Takumi, right? That's the biggest thing. They respect him for what he's done. They believe him. They appreciate him. And he now has this experience to be, like, a really good leader. And he's shown it there with, like, the little stuff he said, the stuff he said to Tsubasa, Kako, all these characters. And we saw how, like, learning about their past influenced a lot of these characters too, right? Like, and I think that's a big, you know, motivator inside your head as well, which is like, I know I can do this because you said I could do this. You saw I could do this. Of course I could do this. You know what I mean? For Kako as well, that change as well is so funny to me. The fact that her brother now is the one that wants to be protected, not just even be equals. She's like, he's like, I want to be the protected one now, you know? Which maybe he's earned that a little bit. You know, talking about it being so motivated to do this as well. Gaku, like, you know, wanting a prize, which is nothing wrong with that. He deserves to get money and all this stuff for it as well. But I do love, like, how things are going to already feel different. But they also feel like, again, it's one of those things where it's difficult, because I love these characters and it feels like I've known them so long, but they've just met this version of Takumi, you know? So it's going to be a little bit weird that way. We saved Eito. I kind of stand by what I said before, but as I said, if Eito does anything wrong this time around, we will have to just bye-bye. You know what I mean? If even containing him inside of a cage for 100 days doesn't work, we have to do something. You know what I mean? We have to. But I'm kind of glad that we did it that way, because I wonder if like the combination of killing him and then telling everyone about the future would have made people be like, so you murdered someone and then you said you're from the future? We would have had Soray's backing and stuff like that, but it would have been like a little bit hard to explain. We also have the apparition on our side too, giving us advice also, which I think is another nice touch that's going to change things up as well. The big thing about this is just how everything changes, but we still have the same emotions towards these characters. Like seeing Ima in full form was such a beautiful thing for me. I was so excited. Seeing Kako stand up for herself so quickly, seeing the angel baby himself, like the angel, you know what I mean? Our son, our everything, you know what I mean? Gaku. If you thought Gaku Defense Squad was bad the first time around, how about Gaku Defense Squad now that he's done so many amazing stuff in the last run? He's such an adorable character. He really is. He's such an adorable character. It really is gonna change everything. It really will, and I can't wait to see what changes this brings. I was so worried that it was gonna do what other choice-based games do, which is everything's kind of the same, and you make little tiny changes. Like on day 10, there's a change. On day 15, there's a big change. Now, it could very well still be some, because some stuff is going to have to stay the same, right? Some stuff will have to stay the same. But I'm glad that right away they did a big, like, hour to 2 hours of, like, this is what's changed. This is what's crazy about this. And I can't wait to see all what's going to happen in the future, really. Who are we going to save? Like, how are we going to save them? I also think this is going to be an amazing thing for Takumi to take the approach as leader from the perspective of having so much knowledge, but having so much love for these characters that they don't have for him almost instantly. They have respect for him, obviously, now. But this is going to be such an interesting thing for him because he has such a love for these characters and such a care for them that I think he is the best person to try and keep them alive. He wants what's best for them. He knows their personalities. He knows their wants, their needs, what they hate, what they dislike, all this stuff. And that's going to be super important for the future as well. It really is. But for now, I want to say thank you so much to the Never Can Repay Baby Gangster on Patreon for being so awesome. Thank you so much to Ty Farrer 2, JB Bull, Johnny the Banana, The Ghost of Miyazuma, Felicious Felix, Yule, Radish and Usta, Death Trap, Lynx Markey, Assassin, Trivia Butter, Peter Shelton, Heck, Leon Hike Kasparian, Jared Beanham at the highest tier of my YouTube, Roy Game 7 and Blasco, and I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.